Welcome to Watch Play Chill. I am your host Andrew, and today with me is Vissaw.
Hello, everyone.
How is it going? Oh, go ahead. Gotta get our intro down.
Sorry, I'm excited. Okay, hello everyone. There you go. You can continue the intro.
How's it going?
It's good. It's good. Like we're talking, everything is fantastic. It's good. Good to be Friday too. Happy.
Yeah, I had a more of a fantastic week in a different way. I didn't get much work done, so listeners, just be patient. But my wife was out of town, but got a lot of good kid time, and that's just invaluable. But at the same time, it's just unbalances everything at the same time.
Yeah.
But we're back in action just in time to talk about a few things. First off, everyone knows we want to talk about the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer number 2. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Sonic Frontiers, actually brought up by Vissaw, not me. I was a little shocked by that. We'll talk about that later. And then we'll talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 3 spoilers at the end, so we'll save that as the last topic. You can listen here on YouTube or most podcast services. Links are in the description if you need them. If you ever want to suggest a main topic, leave a YouTube comment below, and maybe, just maybe, we'll talk about it. So let's get right into the action. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. First thoughts, because all I can, I don't think anyone got much from this trailer, to be honest, because all I see is Lechonk everywhere.
Yeah, and the professor.
All I see. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
the guy professor, more or less.
Yeah, everyone going crazy with the hot professors.
Yes.
The Pokemon Company have so easy because they can just put anything in like a 2-minute trailer, and people just make so much content online, so many memes.
That's true.
And images and stuff. Like they don't need to do anything marketing, which they put a pig with the name Lechonk, and everyone goes go crazy.
Yeah, Lechonk is just reminding me of like what a different time we live in as a kid. Like way back in the day, before we had cars and all this convenient technology, if you were a plump boy, you were viewed as a person of high status, someone that made a lot of money. And then when I was a kid, if you were plump or chonk, you were made fun of. But now you are chonk today, and you are praised. The tables have turned multiple times through the centuries. So yeah, let's talk about the Pokemon first. I don't know, what should we talk about first? There's actually I didn't think there was a lot to talk about, but the more I'm watching this trailer, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually got a lot of thoughts. I guess let's talk about how it looks. I think it looks, I don't know. Pokemon games actually look a lot different from beginning to end.
Yeah.
From their trailers. Like Arceus looked so much better than.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first trailer for Arceus, and so much like it did not run smooth at all. Then the game ran smooth. It looks a lot more cartoony than Sword Shield. So it feels like but like I don't know if that's a step back. Like I think it's better overall, but it doesn't look as realistic as Sword Shield, if that makes sense.
I think the best graphic wise Pokemon ever look was in Let's Go. I think Let's Go, it's a beautiful game, and it is still like cartoony Pokemon, but it's like beautiful. So
and I think cartoony lasts longer too. Like I don't know if you ever played Zelda the Wind Waker, but people trash the graphics at the beginning for that. But now it just looks amazing because it literally looks the same, like graphic wise, as it did then.
Yeah.
So they age really well.
So I don't know, but I never expect too much graphic wise from a Pokemon game.
That's true. I just care if it runs smooth.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if have 4 players. It's something we could just talk later, but and have like a bunch of Pokemons, overworld Pokemons. I think that having that, on a Switch, which is not a super powerful console, is already hard. That's why I don't expect the graphics to be very good. But I'm okay with it. As long as it's not like that trash, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, for Pokemon I could care less, really. Yeah. I'd even love it if they just did like a HD pixel game, a remake.
One thing that I wish they do more is like cutscenes. I think
oh really?
Yeah, I think they should do like more cutscenes, like they did with like showing the legendaries, because that's something that can take away from you don't need the graphics because you're just gonna record you're gonna do the cutscenes and then just put the video, and you can do a lot with it. Between genes, between like to tell the story. I think they should do that more than just using the graphics of the game to tell the story. I think
Right.
they would get like a lot going on without having to do a lot of work with graphics.
Right. They just need to make them skippable because a lot of
Oh yeah,
people, the biggest complaint I hear about Gen 7 are just unskippable cutscenes. And I love
yeah,
Gen 7 and I just suck it up. But like that, they don't really complain about much else. But it's a thing a lot of people really don't like.
yeah,
But no, yeah, I could see you being, I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
yeah. Well, like maybe cutscenes is better to skip than like a lot of dialogue, because right now we just mash the same button to skip the dialogue. If
Right, right.
all of that is in a cutscene,
Oh, right.
then it's like easier
You
to
could cut
just
the
put
whole
it.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, put the
Makes
skip button.
sense. Well, cool. I'm gonna go off the Pokemon website. What we'll talk about. So, like, I'll
Okay.
just scroll down here. So let's talk about new Pokemon to discover. The starters. We already knew about them. I don't know if there's much new information. We got like I think all their height, weight, and everything. I'm so sick of them giving these stupid standard abilities like Overgrow, Blaze, but whatever. I guess they do it. So I don't think we need to talk about the starters too much.
Yeah.
I will say I do like them better in art form than in this art style. Actually, Flacoco probably looks the best in this in the in-game art style I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
Quaxly looks like it's a plastic duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Flacoco actually looks the least different. It looks pretty dang good. The new ones though, we got Palmy first. Palmy is a mouse Pokemon, electric type. Abilities are static and natural cure. Palmy is one of the Pokemon used by Nimona, your friend, which is also going to be a rival. Electricity discharging organs on its forepaws in addition to its electric sacs in its cheeks. Palmy has electric discharging organs on its forepaws. Generates electricity by rubbing its cheeks and shocks the opponents by touching them. Then it also has thick fur that stores electricity. And I guess I won't read it all. But this is definitely, I don't really feel like I've heard anyone talk about Palmy too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people just. Well, it's
That's not a
another
knock.
Pikachu clone. So I guess.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. You're right. Yeah, you know what? These Pokemon, I was gonna try to save this to the end, but I gotta say this at the beginning. This looks like a fan made game. These Pokemon all look like fan made Pokemon,
Yeah.
and that's not a bad thing. I think Pokemon Legends Arceus also had some of the Pokemon fan made looking ones, but those were the bad ones. I think this is good stuff, but I don't know how to describe it. They're just like very. I don't know. Like if you see like fan made Pokemon, they have
Yeah.
that shape, and these guys have that shape too. Like
Yeah.
these guys look like they could be in Temtem, but they're good fan made looking ones.
Yeah. And it's also like early game Pokemon. So they're just showing us the early game, which is.
Right.
We always like kind of, they aren't. They don't have like too much style. They don't have like too much stuff in it because it's just like early game stuff. So they look fragile and and basic. So, but it's good.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes basic is okay because like
yeah,
Wooloo is so basic, but it's
it's
so
true.
well designed.
It's true.
I guess we can go to Lechonk because that's kind of the same with that. Like, well, why do you think everyone loves Lechonk?
I think the name really.
Yes, the name.
the,
Totally
the
agree.
name really helped. If it wasn't for the name, I think people were just like, "Oh yeah, it's a pig." But like with the name, people were like memeing and having fun with it. And I don't know. I kind of wait for the evolutions. Cause like we say with Wooloo, I love Wooloo. I hate double.
Yeah, double.
Yeah. So you just need to wait a little. But I enjoy all the Pokemons. I'm like, I was a Gen 1er who, after a couple times, would say those phrases of like, they don't make Pokemon like they use anymore. and then, after a while, I just noticed that every gen have like the bad and the good Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like that's a good balance. That make like the good Pokemon better. And if you look at like Gen 1, you have like bad design or super basic Pokemons, and then you're gonna have that in every gen. So like until the game is out, I'm like not expecting so much, and I love the legendaries. I feel like the
Yeah.
legendaries are amazing. I love way more than I love the Dogos Like for
I'd agree.
for Sword and Shield, I was like, nah, was super meh about the legendaries.
They were kind of over designed,
Yeah, and I felt like they
like too
were,
much effort.
yeah. I didn't like the shield part for the. I think they're better without like they have like two forms and one form's like a little cooler. The other one is like just a giant shield in front of it, and I wasn't like it was legendary, but it wasn't like meh. It doesn't look like a legendary Pokemon. Just look like a whatever. And then
Right.
for these two, they really look like legendary Pokemon. Look like
Yeah, let's get into them
beasts.
after the next one.
Okay.
I'll just say, like with Lechonk, it'll have the gluttony ability as one of its possible two. I think that's cool. I think it'll become a ground type, is my prediction. A ground normal type. It's just normal right now.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I don't feel like we've had a pig looking Pokemon. I know there's Tepig, but then it stands up. There's
Yeah.
Spoink, which then stands up.
I
And
hope
there's
it
a
doesn't stand up, please.
I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the Route 1 normal starter.
Yeah,
Not normal starter. Normal one Route 1 encounter.
yeah, just one evolution and then it just like
And I know there's the Piloswine, but like that looks like a more furry beast, but this actually just looks like a pig. So
yeah.
I think that's good. The next one is Smoliv or Smoliv. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's grass and normal typing. That's kind of interesting. I think this is probably the lamest one of
Yeah.
all the ones we saw. It just looks like a discount Badoo.
I was already like seeing people expect this to be the waifu of the generation once it evolves, of course.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I already saw fan art of it of
Oh,
like
goodness. I did
expecting to turn
not.
into a waifu. I'm like, oh okay. Here you go. Not even one day in, you're already in the
Yeah,
because it's all like grass types and then it just evolves into
right.
something.
I mean, it's got an ugly face.
Yeah.
This one, I think, is designed. It's too simple of a design. It's like
Yeah.
just like I could take a paint bucket, get that green color, splash it, then like find an eye and mouth, and
Yeah.
so not much to say about that. But yeah, let's get into legendaries. Let's talk about what we like. So there's a Koraidon and Miraidon.
Yeah,
Take it away. It
yeah.
sounds like you want to say stuff about these.
No, I love like both of them. I enjoy the Scarlet one more than since I don't know how to say their names, I'm just gonna refer us to the Scarlet one.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like
Wait,
the
is the
past.
Scarlet one the red one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting. Actually, okay. Yeah. Go on.
yeah. One is like representing the past, and the other one the future. So like, and I enjoy more. I wanted to get the Violet game, but I'm getting I think the Scarlet one because of the legendary. I don't know. What do you think? I know
Oh,
the kids were.
I'm always gonna get Violet just because I like to get the one that's always lesser sold.
Yeah, I
Because
went
economically, the Pokemon like you go on Reddit and everyone's begging for your version exclusives.
Yeah,
But I think I actually do like the Violet Legendary more. I feel like Scarlet is just like I like them both. I'm not like really dogging on it. It just to me it's like a better Como-O. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dragon fighting.
yeah.
The designs are sick though. I don't really get why the Violet one is so machiny, but it's cool. But I just don't get the like usually they're Zacian and Zamazenta. They're both steel dogs. Ho-Oh and Lugia. They're both mythical. Well, not mythical, but they're just birds. Like they usually like are somewhat samey.
Yeah.
Like Solgaleo and Lunala. They're both spacey. I don't know why one's just a machine. Like he just seems so different. Is there something like in Spain that has like
what I see
a
people
mythical monster that's machine? I don't know.
I know about that, but what I see people talking is that they are trying to go for like one version is more past and the other is more like futuristic, because you can see that with both professors. The Sada professor have a more like
That's a good
past
point.
look, and the legendary too. And then for Violet, we have a little more like technology. So we kind of go with the you choose either technology or I don't know how to say that, whatever it is related to the past. So that's like some theory people are putting, and I think that's right. I think they're, I think that's why we have them in a different way. And I'm excited
Mhm.
about that. I'm excited how they're gonna put that in the games, and if they are gonna make the games more different than just having like two versions and then just have the different Pokemon. Since we have like two
Yeah.
professors, they're both like looking for like future and past. I don't know if I don't know if that's just like the both games will be in the same era and just it's just, or we're gonna have like different eras. I don't know. I
Right.
think they'll be in the same one because I think like having two different eras in the same gen is too much for them right now. It's too chaotic for Pokemon for the way they do stuff.
Oh yeah.
But who knows? They're definitely trying to improve some stuff, and they did that with Arceus. So
Right.
who knows?
So what do you think of the professors besides the, I guess, typical everyone thinks they're, I gotta say, I know people think they're hot, and I understand why they think the guy's hot. But he's wearing a freaking onesie. Like that's unattractive. I'm sorry.
I
A
was
guy
joking
wearing
on
a
Twitter. Yeah,
onesie, his face is saving him a lot of face.
yeah. I was joking on Twitter because I'm like, well, I don't know. I saw the trailer, and that's not a thing that comes to my mind. Like, oh, the professors are hot. That's not
Right.
something that even if they were, that's something. It's not something that I don't know cross my mind when I see the trailer of Pokemon. But then I went to Twitter. Everyone was just like joking about it and doing articles and memes, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I can understand why people think they're hot because they're like not old. I think that's already, you know,
Right,
it's already
right.
something. But I like the idea of having two professors and having like more characters for us to
Yeah.
see.
I mean, I'm not too hopeful that the versions are going to have that many differences.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I think a lot of people got their hopes up with Sword Shield when they're like, "Oh my gosh, like they have different gym leaders," and really it's just two gym leaders, and like that's great. That's a good step, but it's
yeah,
not really different enough in my opinion.
yeah. I agree.
Like they could have cash grabbed us and did two versions of Arceus, which I'm glad they didn't. But I I hope there's more to just them being different skins.
Yeah,
Um,
it's true.
Even I want it more than just different story. I want it to be maybe, I don't know, what do I want it to be different? Maybe different. It really relies on, I guess, what you were talking about with like maybe the themes. Like if one's like more based on old stuff and one on new stuff, like I feel like I think version exclusive cities would be cool. I don't know.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, they're cool. I'm very happy with the professors.
Yeah,
That's a good one. They once again the in game art style, they don't look as good. So I really hope they touch it up, which I think they will.
yeah. I think they will too.
Now, who else has a good start based on looks is Nimona, who's your
Yeah,
friend, aka going to be the rival. I think she's got a great design. She wears different shorts in the game than she does in the art, so maybe her outfit will be different based on versions. Yeah, see, they're probably going to do these aesthetic. I just don't
yeah,
want these version exclusive things to be aesthetic. I want like gameplay to be not gameplay, but things that affect gameplay to be different.
yeah.
Now, I think she looks pretty cool. She looks like a very likable rival. But man, I just hope they don't make her too nice. I hate nice rivals, but I think they're going to.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
think
she
they
would
don't
be the
do.
perfect mean girl. Oh man, she'd be such a good mean girl. But I don't know if
Yeah,
they're gonna do it.
I prefer like a balanced rival than what they did, for example, with Sword and Shield. That you have like a friend and then you have like Bead,
Hmm.
which I like hate because it's too you know it's too much like bad kid behavior all the way. Sometimes for no reason. I feel like and there you go. That's my Gen Oneer talking.
But
I can
Blue is a
yeah.
mean kid though.
Yeah, but I think like
I
it's
love
I
Blue. Oh,
love too.
he's
Yeah,
my favorite
yeah,
rival.
I love it too. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like it make more sense. And then the other one, then like the beat. I agree with you. I prefer a bad rival in that way.
Right. I think we're gonna get. I think this is gonna be one of those games where we get another rival.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of that either. As much as I like Marnie, like I don't want a hop Marnie Embiid. Or like we can, but like don't make them like rivals, I guess. Just make them harder battles. I don't know. I just feel like they like combine the personalities rather than like we don't have to have like, super nice hop. Beat only
Yeah,
bad. Marnie, just, girl from small town. Like they can combine some of those. She could be nice, but like to you, she can be like just super mean.
yeah.
But I don't think she will be. Her design is good though. She pulls off the tie and shorts a lot better than the main character. I still think the main characters look like dweebs.
Yeah.
Like I usually don't care for clothing, but I am doing whatever I can to get out of those clothes when I play this game. Whatever I can.
Yeah.
Oh man. I see
Also,
some people defending it and I'm like,
yeah.
dude, you need to you're
You need to
wrong.
get
You're
better
wrong.
clothes.
You're wrong.
One thing that like having a lot of rivals too impact is the quantity of battles, and that happened with I never
Oh, it's
played
true.
Black. I think it was Black and White that had like so many battles. I don't remember
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
was, but we did the video, so I remember like having a
Were a lot,
lot of
yeah.
battles, and I feel like at one point it just feel like the game's slowing you down because you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
in
true.
the route and then just oh my god another rival battle, oh my god another rival
Just a
battle.
checklist after every gym leader, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they could do more with the rival too than just having like someone that will appear out of nowhere in the route just to like slow you down. You know?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. No, I feel the same way. Yeah, Black White. Yeah, I played that recently for the first time, and that was definitely an issue. And I definitely noticed it. Let's talk about probably the thing most people. I think this is like what people are really hoping to get more out of, and it's the open world aspect of
Yeah.
it. It's Pokemon, more specifically, it's Game Freak developing it. So I just always tell people, don't get your hopes up too high. I really thought people were getting their hopes up too high with Legends Arceus, and I was so happy to be wrong.
Yeah.
At the same time, like I tried a game called Pixelmon this week, and I tried Minecraft for the first time early in May too. And those are two scrapped projects I've done because like I'm just not an open world guy. Like Legends Arceus, yeah, it's like it's open, but I wouldn't say it's open world. You go to it's more like a kind of a sandbox. You go somewhere. I think that's good. I just need direction. I just hate wandering aimlessly. So I don't think Pokemon will make that mistake, but I hope they just don't. I mean, I think I got more thoughts with this with the Sonic trailer. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you want from this? I kind of want the Legends Arceus mechanics brought over. I know some, like probably half the people I know don't want it. Half the people do want it.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was done so well there, and I want that magic again, except in a new region.
I just want them to get this out of the way of like having to have a Pokemon open world and just move on from this idea to see like okay let's see if this works or not for so people stop asking because I'm with you. I don't think every game needs to be open world. I think some games are really good being like story driven or like you have a place to go, you know what you need to do, you have a sequence. I understand why people want the open world aspect in
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon, the freedom to go everywhere. I think that's nice. I think that can be super well done. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not super sure if they will do it the right way. So, I'm not expecting too much out of it. And I hope, for the genes and everything. I hope it's just a fun experience. I hope it's just as much fun as I had in Arceus, where you can
Right.
just like go around catching Pokemon and doing stuff, and then you spend hours just doing random stuff. But if you want, you can just
Right.
progress through the game. I think that's a good idea. For me, like the way, like you said, the way Arceus is, it's already good for me. It's like the open world that I think it's good. You have an area, you have a huge area, you can go there, you can fast travel to it. They don't need to be like everything together. Some people will
Yeah.
complain that you had to be together. It's just like a press of a button. We just need to go back to the other area. So for me, that's not a problem. And so I don't know, but like I'm excited for people. I'm excited for people who really want that open world and being waiting that for so long, and to
Yeah.
see if we can get like something good out of it. As you know, a personal opinion, I don't care too much for it, but I can understand why some people care. So I'm happy for them. I hope we get a good Pokemon game.
Yeah. Now, as far as the main games go, I do think like they do need to keep open world aspects always in the future of games. Like I think seeing Pokemon in the overworld, you cannot backtrack from that. I think that's
Yeah,
just
that's for sure.
it's way too cool. Like something that like one reason why I struggled to play Pixelmon was people are like, oh yeah, like one of my favorite things to do is like to complete the Pokedex. And I hate it in that game so much because like you just if you want to use a good Pokeball, you gotta like go into battle, and it's like it's Minecraft. It's like fan made, so it's just very chunky.
Yeah,
Well, like Legends Arceus, it made catching fun. It was so immersive. It was you didn't transition to scenes like that. That stuff I all want them to keep in. I guess what I mean is mostly like just yeah, like you said, an all connected open world.
yeah.
Um,
I
now,
think like
yeah,
yeah. I'm so
go
sorry.
ahead. No, you go ahead. I'm
But
going to
yeah,
talk
I'm
for a
with
bit.
you. I discovered that I really enjoy catching Pokemon more than actually playing the rest of the game and playing the story. Because when I was a kid, I would finish the story, start the story again, finish the story, start again, and then
Right.
just do the story over and over again. I don't know, a billion times. I would never stop. I would just get to the end. I would just start my game again, and I would just do everything again. And now I really enjoy, which is like being chill with the game and just catching Pokemon. But I enjoy way
Hmm.
more in Pokemon Arceus than I did, for example, in Brilliant Diamond,
Right.
because it's way easier for you to see the Pokemon. You don't need to like I don't know try to look for a 5% Pokemon in the grass when you need to stay there for a long time and then
Hmm.
have the right Pokemon and the Pokemon can run and stuff like that. I don't know if they. I think we're gonna have to enter battle in every to catch every Pokemon in this
Hmm.
for like just for the trailer. I think we're gonna have to do that. I don't know if we're gonna because when they show like the Pokemon catching, it felt like that it's a animation inside the battle and not like
Right.
we did in Arceus. But I will enjoy more if you didn't have to go into battle because I'm
I
with you
think
there.
it's gonna be more like Arceus, where you transition. Because if you look at, they run into the grass Pokemon, and it does that little. They just go. "Ah!"
Yeah,
They
yeah,
lean back and scream. I think it will just make everything else disappear, which I'm cool with.
yeah. I think that too. Yeah, I just don't think we'll be able to catch Pokemon without battling like we did in
Oh,
Arceus.
right. I see. Yeah, and I don't want that. Yeah, I want the let's go garbage gone. So, so one more aspect that's going to be in
Yeah.
this game is 4-player gameplay. This I'm so not getting my hopes up. Pokemon can do the most basic crap with this. Like,
Yeah.
like doing dens with friends seemed really cool, and it is cool to an extent. But like, man, you thought it was going to be a lot more, but really, you just had like random. They're actually like when you go online, they're just AI, but like they represent players.
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do together? You just catch Pokemon in the same place? Then I don't know. I'm not getting my hopes up too much.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it shows like them walking like in different biomes. Like, okay, like I'm playing with Vissaw and I'm in the snow and he's in the sun. Like, what's the point? Like, what's
Yeah. Like it feels like we're playing in our own game, right? And I don't know. I don't know too what we can do. Like, what we'll be able to do together. It would be nice to be able to do like a co-op campaign in
oh, that'd be so
sort of
cool. Yeah.
way, and then have like double battles for the gyms or something. But I think that's way too much for them. I'm expecting you connect and then that's it, and then you just you're gonna be
Right.
connected, and then everyone will be playing their own game. I don't know if because I don't know if we're gonna see like the same Pokemon. For example, if we see a shiny, do we like fight for it? Do we
Oh,
break our
right.
friendship over it?
Right.
I don't know. Like I don't know what you do, but it's good that every new game we're progressing a little. right now we're with Nintendo and Pokemon, we're in the 90s. So
Mm-hmm.
every new game we're still like 30 years behind what we should, but we're
Right.
progressing slowly, we're getting there. So I don't know, like I think we'll be just like that. I think we'll be just join my game. Everyone will be catching their own thing, and then
Right.
we're just gonna see maybe like in Sword and Shield, when you see when you're connected, you see what people are doing. Uh, if they're like catch something, if they got into a raid,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a notification appear. I think that's probably like something we're gonna
Yeah.
get.
I think the last thing to mainly talk about is this one paragraph on the website where it says you can experience a new style of adventure with a world that you're free to explore at your leisure and not in an order dictated by the story. And then it says you'll, of course, do battles, discoveries. Now, we may be reading too much into this, but I think there is a possibility that you can select the gym order you
I
do.
think yeah, I think so.
That's going to be pretty wild and pretty cool. I think that's, yeah, I think that's part of an open world aspect I would like to try. I don't know how much I like it because I already play Pokemon a lot. Like I really enjoy Pokemon challenges. But like if you have too much freedom, it does make challenges like non-existent, I guess. Like if you do like a fire only run, like save the water gym leader last or whatever. Like you
Yeah,
so but I think from a casual playthrough perspective, like that's just so tight. And it gives you more reasons to play through the game because you're like, oh, I'm just gonna call them. I'm just gonna say New Brock. Like, let's say you fight New Brock. He's only got 2 Pokemon, but then like you want to see what he's like when he's the 7th gym leader.
yeah,
You want to see what he's like when he's the 6th gym leader, the 5th gym leader. Like that's so much replay value. I think that's super cool.
yeah. And for challenges, I think you can open like I said, you have the downside of it, but you also can do like random gyms. Like you have to choose, you have to do a
Oh yeah,
random
that's cool
thing,
too.
and yeah. I mean, still, let me not say all my ideas out loud for people not to
That's right.
to
That
steal
was
the
funny.
ideas.
Oh, that's
But
good.
I think we'll open more possibilities too, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have a lot of different ways to do the same challenge or approach the same challenge. Uh, like I said, maybe something will not like look as fun at the same time. Maybe some stuff you be able to do will be more doable because you can choose the gym, so you can just you know, uh, like I said, save the bad gym for later. So in a challenge that would probably lose, you can still go around and try to save it. I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. I think it will be cool. Like it's
Yeah.
another thing that I think people really want and really enjoy, and I don't care too much about it, but I'll enjoy. I'll probably enjoy. I'll probably have a fun time. Let's see like the way they do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just don't. Yeah, as far as story, I don't have a lot of faith in Pokemon. Just to like, if they could somehow customize like the story, like depending on what town you visit first, like it's not gonna
Yeah,
be like that. It's just gonna be like, oh yeah, like you got to come back here, and you'll have the same cutscene,
yeah,
and that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
I like that you have like the same opinion that I do with Pokemon, which is like it's Pokemon. I'm gonna play it. I don't
Right.
have too much faith in it. I know I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy it
Right.
anyway
Right.
because I enjoy Pokemon. I enjoy the way it is. So I'm just
For
gonna
sure.
not care too
Cool.
much
Cool.
into it.
Cool. Cool. Any more thoughts before we wrap up Pokemon? I think we got pretty into it.
Yeah, I think that I think we talk about everything that I had it here. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing maybe that some people are considering that it's nice is that have like the Pokemon in the right size in the overworld. Because there's
Oh
one
yeah.
part that you have a Flabébé. I don't know if that's how I say it. Like super
Flip.
tiny.
Yeah.
So, and people are thinking if, in the Pokemon the overworld, if they will have the right size. Which would
I
be
hope so. Yeah.
which would
The
be
ultimate
nice.
test is Waylord,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
they failed.
That's true, yeah. But
It hasn't
it's
been
hard,
in Pokemon
right?
Coliseum. It was good.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did what they did in Pokemon Coliseum, but they did it. Probably because
Yeah.
it wasn't developed by Game Freak. That's the bad man. Game Freak is the
Yeah,
bad man.
yeah.
Oh man, I really wish they could get someone else. Uh, yeah, but it's whatever. Okay, let's move on to. You know what? I really don't know if you're excited for this or not. So I don't know. I was like, when Vissaw messaged me, hey, we talk about Sonic Frontiers. I was like, Sonic Frontiers. Now I'm a huge Sonic fan. I love talking about Sonic, so of course I took it up. I just, are you a Sonic fan? I can't. I don't know.
No, I just figured out you would be a Sonic fan.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I think Andrew will be like, it's a Sonic fan, so I'm just gonna put it out there.
I
Like,
this
you
one
can see
looks.
it first, yeah.
This is, I think, the open world I do not want. Like Sonic just running around. What's it called? I think it's called Sonic Utopia or something. It's a fan made game, and it actually works. But there's crap everywhere. This just like, I hate just a lot of openness just for openness.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think a lot of me is just discouraged by 3D Sonic. Like I love Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure Battle 2. And there's some good ones like Sonic Colors and what's the other one? Sonic like even Sonic Lost World has some good stuff, but like man, Sonic Forces was just such a letdown. It's where they got the Sneasler design for Pokemon Legends. It's man, the character design the customizing. I don't know. Anyways, I mean, people can say it looks cool and stuff, but you know, Sonic 06 looked cool, and that was a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
It's memed on,
Yeah.
and I'm honestly way more excited for Sonic Origins, which is coming out this month, which is just quality of improvement changes of the first 3 Sonic 2D games. Like,
Yeah.
I more want Sonic Mania 2. Now, I don't know, I guess that's my thoughts. It looks cool. It looks cool, but with 3D Sonic games, I have to wait. I cannot get my hopes up. I don't want to get more depressed.
Yeah, I haven't played a Sonic game since the first Sonic game. So
like the 2D Sonic game?
Yeah, the 2D Sonic game. Like that's the game I played, and then I never played a Sonic game again. But of course, I've seen it. I've seen the Sonic, the 3D ones, and the videos doing the memes, the glitches, the bugs, and everything. So, and then I went to check, and I was actually, like,
oh my gosh,
I
I'm watching it right now. I think it gets worse the more I watch it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You literally run puzzle to puzzle. I don't want to do puzzles in a Sonic game. I want to go fast.
Yeah, I don't know if that's because like the guy that is playing and what they're showing, because for me it felt like this can be fun, but it's just weird in a way, right? I think like this is just the first area, but like what should I be doing here? I think that's the whole point, right? Because there's no, they don't say like what you should be doing. You're just running around, but in a way, I look at the video, I was like, yeah, that's different enough from other games. Not thinking of like other Sonic games, but thinking of any other game, right? I was like, yeah, that's that's a different approach. Maybe it will be fun. Maybe it can be a chill game. I don't know, like not being a Sonic fan, I would never buy the game full price just for what I saw. But maybe discount is a high discount. I'll have fun with it, just running around, just collecting coins, doing whatever. Which is not coins, right?
It's rings, yeah.
It's rings, yeah. See, you can see that I'm already a big Sonic fan, but I don't know. I saw a lot of people talking. That's why I was like, yeah, we should talk, because I saw people hating on it more. At the same time, you have the people who want the open world aspect to it, and I think that's one of the downsides of wanting open world everywhere. Because at one point it's hard to to add content to the whole world. It can look like super empty.
Yeah, and the more I see this trailer, it's just them going puzzle to puzzle, which I'm okay with a couple puzzles, but
Yeah,
It just ruins the pacing. You're going fast, and you're like, now I got to do this dumb puzzle, and like, I
yeah,
don't know. I love Sonic, and I just hate, like, I think a lot of people talk about because it aesthetically it does look good. I will
yeah.
give it that, but
I hope they show
we'll
more.
see.
I hope part of me thinks it's just a video. Part of me thinks it's just like you. The guy in the video, he's clearly testing the buttons to see what everything
Mm-hmm.
do, and it doesn't look good when you show a video and the
Right.
guy is just like jumping when he should be going faster, and then he doesn't know the buttons and stuff like that. So I hope it's just a video, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I hope Sonic makes it. Please announce Sonic Mania 2. Sonic Mania is my favorite.
Yeah.
That's a good game if you like platformers, and it's only $20. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, the cheaper games happen to be better. But anyways, we will move on from Sonic Frontiers, and we will get into Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 3. We will be talking about spoilers. I mean, if you come to listen to an Episode 3 segment, like, why would you not talk about spoilers? But anyways, I guess before going on to that, if you ever want your own comment or question on the show, we'll read donations that are at least $1.50 submitted through the Andrew Collette Show PayPal link in the description below. You can fire in a comment, question, thought, theory, observation, whatever you want, unless we deem it inappropriate for the show, and they will be read towards the end of the show, our next show. Anyways, on to Obi-Wan Episode 3 spoilers. I'll let you start. I don't even know where to... my thoughts are very similar to what we talked about last week with the first two episodes.
So one thing that I want to say is that I discovered the Fleck, the character, is
Oh yeah,
played
yeah.
by Zach Braff, who does JD in Scrubs, which is one of my favorite series of all time.
Oh,
And I
I
didn't
don't think I've ever
notice
seen that.
at all. And he just posted on Instagram and was like, "What?" Like, and then I went to check that back, and I still can. I still can hear his voice there, but okay, that means he did a great job. Uh, I enjoyed the episode. I feel like that's the same as the other ones too. I think like I want to know more. What will happen? You know, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan to be impacted by everything. I don't know if we should go like part by part. I thought the part with the stormtroopers were funny, where they were looking for the Jedi and he's right there, and they're just like in the
Yeah.
truck. I thought that was like pretty funny. I feel like they have. Usually, I don't like kids in shows. I think I said that in the other episode,
Uh-huh.
but I really enjoy the kid who played Leia. I think it's a
She is
great
doing
job.
pretty dang
She's
good.
doing really well.
Yeah.
I think apart from Obi-Wan, she's the best character like in the series. She's really really good, and it looks like a smart kid. She say her lines very well. I believe she's Leia.
Yeah, I
Different
agree
from
with you.
the other kids, that sometimes take me off of the show. Like, no, at all times I look at her, I see Leia. Like, I
Right,
don't
right.
see I don't see a kid, you know, playing a part. I see like Leia, and I think
Yeah.
that's amazing for a kid that age to be able to do and to deliver some of the lines that she have to. Some smart lines for a kid. She does like that super well for being like, you know, when she talks to Flag, when she goes away and she looks like a kid that can talk and a very charismatic kid, and that's like really hard for a kid to act like that, and I think that's amazing. I'm like super impressed with that. I really enjoy. That's probably the first time ever that I'm okay with a kid being seen for that long and showing that much. I think the
Mm-hmm.
chemistry between Leia and Obi-Wan in this one, I think it's really good. I don't know about like Star Wars fans and what they think. And like I said, my experience it's without having all this Star Wars knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, but but I really enjoy it. I have a couple problems with the episode. Like I always have a couple problems. But I think I want to hear your opinion, and then I can get into the problems.
Yeah, no, the stuff I like, I really like. I guess to go through the story briefly, like, Leia and Obi-Wan are trying to meet who the fake Jedi set them up with, and they're in the desert and stuff, and the Freck guy is like, he thinks the Empire brings order. He's a random civilian, so that makes sense. And I liked his character. I think I like the stormtroopers a lot. They really humanize them. While
Yeah,
in the past we just think of them as dummies, which they still are. Just they're more human. Like they're just dudes at work, and they think they've been taught and trained growing up that the Jedi are bad. So it makes sense. I really like all this world building. I think my problem is just, I guess I gotta get into the Darth Vader portion. Is like we're already halfway done with this, Vissaw. Like we're already halfway done.
yeah,
I don't feel like we've covered a lot in my opinion. I just feel like I want more from Obi-Wan. I don't know. It's and and the other problem is we know Obi-Wan is in a future Star Wars movie, so we know he won't die.
yeah,
And with that, you got to create some interesting dynamics. I guess let's talk about Darth Vader. Yeah, because like they just take a lot of. I don't know. I feel like they need to get to the next point, but I'm really glad we are focusing on Leia. It makes a lot more sense because, like I said, I thought we were going to talk about Luke, but then I thought about it, and they're gonna have like Luke doesn't even know who Obi-Wan is until the next Star Wars movie. So we might not even talk to Luke. That actually makes perfect sense with me. But Leia and Obi-Wan had a connection, but we never saw why. And there's also something important. Even though I say there's only 3 episodes, there was Star Wars Celebration last weekend, and the actor came out and said, "I hope you guys really enjoy episodes 1 through 6 of Star Wars." And then he takes the mic up, and I think he said this for sure. He said, "And episode 7 and 8 and 9 and 10," and then he drops it, like literally drops the mic. I'm pretty sure he did. I don't think there's going to be 7 through 10, but he said it very intentionally. I think what's probably going to happen is he's going to appear in other stuff. Because they did mention a couple Jedi, like when I forget the guy's name, but I think we're going to see another Jedi because he's like, oh my gosh, like this Jedi is alive and well. And then they keep showing Obi-Wan how like, he's different from the other Jedi where when Darth Vader comes out, he's like, okay, I got to start like killing people, like to draw him out. And man, I love seeing Darth Vader. Darth Vader is here. Okay. Yeah. Let's just, oh man, it's so cool when he comes into the village and he's freaking snapping necks, pulling people out of the village, like just pure evil. Like I don't know. I obviously I don't love evil, but like I love seeing pure evil in cinema because it just creates such an obstacle. Like the question, how will our hero defeat this?
Yeah.
And he won't in the end because they, they still, neither of them die in this series. We know that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll go towards the end because it kind of all meshes together pretty well. When he chases down Obi-Wan, then they have their fight, and I like their fight. Cool scene. And I think this is just an appetizer. I hope we get a nice gnarly one later on. Because Obi-Wan still is like, not very confident. Yeah. He's really lost his confidence. But man, he has plot armor. He really has plot armor. Fire comes between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. And now Darth Vader's like, oh crap.
Yeah. That part was kind of
like... He should force grab him.
Yeah.
Or he should walk around the fire. Like, it wasn't that big of a fire. It wasn't... Yeah. And I know, they got to progress the story, but like, once again, this is like, they have millions of dollars. And I'm not saying like money just solves everything, but like, it really takes me out of the experience. Like, I know they're not, like, I know they just don't kill him because they can't kill him. They just can't. Yeah. Like, maybe if Obi-Wan started booking it, but he doesn't, he just sits there and he's like, oh, I guess I'm safe now. And it's just things like that kind of take me out of it. Because then I admit it, it's hard. Like, if you know, like, that your audience knows someone's not going to die, like, how do you convince them that they're in trouble?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think we need more Darth Vader. I think that's the secret to this show because, man, those are by far my favorite scenes of the show so far.
Yeah.
Every time Darth Vader's on screen.
I feel like the episode was really really good, and it's still it's really really good in that part too. I really enjoy
Hmm.
it. I don't like the way that, but again, I'm not a super fan, so I don't know how he was going to act. So I'm gonna say that as someone who doesn't have experience in Star Wars, but he was
Hmm.
there to save Leia, and the way he just
Right.
like delivered Leia to the lady he just met,
Yeah.
even though she helped them, he just like he just met them, just met her. See, I'm already like going crazy, and then he was yeah, take the kid, and then he waited. I understand how that is a seeing Darth Vader there, how he needed to maybe check for his own eyes and everything.
Yeah. Hmm.
But and he was like, let me save time. But I feel like he would be better with Leia than
Right. I guess
doing
so.
that.
I think I guess that part didn't bother me because it was a. I think they made a big deal out of that at the beginning. How like Obi-Wan trusts no one, so they had to circle back to the theme and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I trust someone now." So
yeah,
I understand why they did that.
yeah. And then the lady leave Leia.
Oh, I know that was yeah.
Yeah, which again is like, oh, let me just leave the kid alone. A kid, and go help him, and then
And
I
I know
felt like,
Leia's not gonna die.
yeah,
This is really hard to write.
yeah,
Like they make it look like she was about to die by Reva, but like I know she's not gonna die.
yeah.
'Cause she's gotta
So
be in the next movie.
yeah,
So
yeah. Lastly, it's another Leia. All of a
yeah,
sudden,
yeah.
yeah, but it's not it. So I don't know. So those two parts were like the seasons which I think would made to progress the plot there, but I felt it was a little, you know, I don't know. I think we're gonna know more in the next episode. It's hard sometimes to judge stuff that happens in the end of the episode because they're just setting up for the next one, and so without the knowledge of watching the next episode, I don't know how that will be. But I thought we were gonna solve the Leia problem super quick in the series and just move
Yeah.
on for other things for Obi-Wan. And now I'm thinking that all episodes are based on this thing, based on like they will get Leia and then Obi-Wan will have to rescue Leia again, and then that's
Right.
probably the
Yeah.
whole series.
Yeah, exactly. This is pretty much the yeah, it's pretty much the Leia being rescued story. I get, and maybe that's my problem. Like Leia's not the Leia character's not the problem. It's just I guess I wanted more of a Obi-Wan Darth Vader story.
Yeah,
But I think that's just a result of the I don't know. I think I would have really liked it more if it was just Obi-Wan running and being hunted constantly, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe going planet to planet having to hide. But Leia's just really the plot tool,
yeah,
which is she's doing good at. I don't know if it's my preferred way, but or maybe I think I would have liked it as like episode of the week. Leia gets rescued. Then like I think that's the problem I have with all these Disney shows because I'm very very critical of them, and I think like my biggest problem with them is they're trying to make a movie stretched out into a TV show when
yeah,
really a movie just needs to be like 2 hours. But like what makes a TV show different is they have like a different theme every week with an overarching story that they get back to at the end. Like for example, like why do we love like the superhero cartoons as a kid? It's because they have like a villain of the week kind of thing. And
yeah,
so you learn more of the lore and the world building. And then, but overall, that like, Lex Luthor's going to be the finale for Superman, or like Joker's like the ultimate for Batman. Because maybe Joker's like controlling all of them, or like, where are all these bad guys coming from? Oh, it's because they have this secret society or whatever. So I think that's maybe my problem is I just feel like we're not getting a lot. I feel like we're just stretching out a movie. Because I think a movie about Obi-Wan saving Leia would be pretty cool. But we don't have to make that movie 6 hours long. Uh,
that's true. Yeah, I
like
never thought of
yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
you were totally right, because it's just like
Like
series used to be a huge plot, but you
mhm.
could have someone else join, like, oh, let me watch the episode with you, and
Right.
the person will kind of like understand
Right.
the plot of that episode, right? And like I
Mhm.
said, it's just a huge movie stretching a lot of episodes, and then
Yeah.
if like we continue that, it just felt like it can feel like, okay, it's just he's gonna get to Leia. If the next episode, he doesn't save her again, then another reason for him to not end until the last episode.
Right.
It can feel
Yeah.
like it's dragging too much. It's just like, oh, come on, let's just solve this problem and go to the next one, right?
Right. Yeah, because how cool would it be?
Yeah.
Like, we got an episode where Leia is saved, then the next episode it's, I don't know, him saving someone else. Like, that'd be cool because we're on a different planet that episode. We get to know a different person. And maybe like every episode we get like more Darth Vader, like just a little. Like the first one is just like he ordered someone to go over there. Then the next one, like he ordered someone, but like after Obi-Wan defeats him, like he's standing off in the distance. And, like, so like the big story is always progressing, but we're using things to make it interesting along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I'll let you finish your thoughts. I think I interrupted.
No, I think that was it. Yeah. But I really enjoy every episode. But I think as a whole show, I'm with you. It feels like a movie that is stretched into episodes and not a series, which is, I don't know. It's not a problem. It's just a matter of opinion. But I really enjoy it, and I know, like I said, it's super difficult for them to create a story when we kind of know the end. Like,
right.
We kind of know that character. He can be in trouble. He's not gonna die. He's not gonna lose anything.
Right.
He's not gonna lose an arm. He's not gonna lose a leg. He's not gonna do anything because we see him later, and so that's really hard to do, right? To create a good, compelling story where we know the end, and the end cannot like impact too much into the what we already know into the movie. They cannot create like something super new, because then we're gonna ask, okay, so why we never heard of that before, right? That was never brought into any of the movies. So
that's why I want Darth Vader and Obi-Wan to fight, because we only get a few minutes of that in the movie. Yeah, just give us more what we want.
Yeah, and the fight was cool. I think to talk a little about that. I think the whole aspect of like Obi-Wan being afraid of it. I wish they would talk more. I wish they would talk more, because I feel like the story between the two of them, it's really impactful. So I feel like we could get a lot of emotion out of it, even though like Darth Vader is kind of like no emotion, I guess, in that sense. But I feel like Obi-Wan could have said more stuff for us to get but maybe that will still happen in the series. So that was just like the first glance of what we will have between the two of them. And like I said, he's like Darth Vader. It was a fire in front of him, and he was just like, well, I guess he's gone. he just didn't go after it. So that was a little strange, but I get it. Okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Now, are you ready for this next week? We have another Disney Plus show coming out this next week. I don't know if you knew that.
I don't know which one it is.
It's Miss Marvel.
Is it good?
So we'll see how that is.
Is that
Miss Marvel has not had. She's been in video games. I like the character. I hope it's good, because I've been before when there's some old podcast episodes. I've gotten comments on how much I hate women superheroes. And it's not that I hate them, because I love their cartoon iterations. I just don't like their in IRL movies. Like, I love Wonder Woman in the cartoon. Oh my gosh, she was such a BA as a kid to look up to. But yeah. Anyways, I hope Miss Marvel breaks it. I hope she does. I've heard a lot of good things. Like when I've gone live on my channel, they did since she's the first Pakistan superhero, they actually released the first few episodes in theaters, which is actually kind of cool. But yeah, just be ready for that. So
nice. Yeah,
we'll see. It sounds like it's gonna be more of like a teen. It's like a high school feel kind of thing, which has me nervous in some parts, because I could care less about who's sleeping with who and all that. So we'll see. Anyways,
yeah.
Thanks for listening to the entire show. If you made it this far, we're hoping we're hoping we can do this every week. So if you want to support in a free way, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. And you all have a good one. See you next week. Bye.